And now inside this src here folder, I'm going to have pages. So let me create pages folder, and also I'm going to have something like components. So this where we are going to have components. I think I have spelled it right. So now I want to have like to start with a page that is called home page here. So you can see this is our home page. This is the root page that user will land in, or just like a landing page where user can be able to see some things in this home page here. So I'm going to create that. So inside our pages here, I'm going to have a home page. So home, you can call just home or just home page. I'm just going to call it home. And here I can use a shortcut RFCE. And this one here, we are going to have, we can be able to use that to be able to create a component. So I'm going to remove everything here. And now, because I want it to be displayed on app.jsx here, I'm going to just import it here. So I want at least my return here to be covered using this bracket here. And let me just format my code. So inside here now, I think this one we can have it as div rather than fragment. So inside here now, I can call my home page. So home, and you can see here we have auto completion. So I'm going to just import it like that. You can be able to see it here. It has been imported. And right here, you can see now we are displaying our home. So now this application is just okay. But if you check here, you'll be able to see, let me show you. So if you check here, you can be able to see that this application have several pages. For example, you can come up here to basket, and you can see this is a different page here. And also something else that I need you to notice is that our navbar here is just here, and also our footer doesn't change. We are just having the footer and the navbar in every page. So if I go to, for example, my account here, you can be able to see that this is a different page here, and we need to create a multi-page application. So what we are going to do right here is, first of all, install what we call React Router DOM, because that is the package or the library that will help us to create a multi-page. So I'm going to cd into front end. You just go with me here and do on your side. So I'm going to just say npm install, and then here we can just say React router DOM like that. So install this package here, and I'm going to show you how to use this package here to be able to create a page, just application that has different pages. So it is still installing here and like that. So after that, now I'm going to create some pages, and also I'm going to create some components. So for example, I'm going to have another page that is called my account. So let me just have it, let me call it my account.jsx. Here I'm going to have it as RFCE, and here I'm going to remove the React, and here we are going to close this first also. And also I'm going to have another page here, and I'm creating this multiple page here because I want you to notice something. So I'm going to have a cat.jsx here, and I can just have RFCE, and then I'm going to just remove that. So I want to save on that, and because we have 3 pages here, I want us to also inside here have a component. For example, we are going to have navbar.jsx, and let's have it as a component. Use this RFCE, and if you're wondering how I'm using RFCE to be able to create component, you can install a package that is called ES7 React Redux. I'm going to show you in a second. So here also I need to have a footer.jsx like that, and I'm going to add RFCE here. So and create now that as a component. So I want to just close these pages here because I want us to have a clean space where we can work in. So now we have pages and we have component. So I wanted before that to show you the plugin that you or the extension that you need to install so that you can be able to use that shortcut RFCE. So you need to come here to VS Code if you are using VS Code and look for ES7 here. If you'll be able to see this React or this ES7 React Redux and whatever. I don't know why mine, oh, actually it's this one here. Yeah, you can see this ES7 plus React Redux React Native. So if you install this, you'll be able to use that shortcut and you'll be able to create component in an easier using that shortcut. So now I think we have now multiple pages. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to just show you how to create a application that has a multi-page. So I'm going to first of all import, and we are going to import several things from React Router DOM. So React Router DOM here. So if you don't know how to create a multi-page using React, you can just follow me and then you just code after that. So here we are going to install we are going to import what is called React Provider. Also, we are going to have create browser, and another thing that we are going to have is outlet, but that will come, we are going to use it later. So we have these three, but let me first of all just leave router, and we can just concentrate with this too so that you don't get confused. So the first thing that you need to create is what we are calling router. So I'm going to have a variable called router here, and we can have create browser router like that. And inside this one, this is a function that accepts an array of now the different pages, and it accepts them in an object, and an object that has a path. So the path is the route for that page. So for example, by default, we are going to have the home page as this slash here, or the root page, and also it need to have an element. So for an element here, we can be able to add element as any page. So in my element here, I'm going to have it as my home page like that. So now we can be able to add another page now. So using the same, so you can just copy this because it's just the same and paste it here. And for this one, I can just say something like cat, and here I can import my cat page. So I don't know why I cannot be able to see it here, but I can import it manually. So here I can just come and say import cat, and this cat is from now the pages, and cat, you can be able to see it here. And I want to just see if I created that page. Yes. So now the other thing that I'm going to have here is you can have I'm going to have another part, which is, or another page that is called my account. So my account, and for my account here, I'm going to have my account, or I called it my account page. So my account page. So I don't know why auto-completion is not working for me. So I'm going to see if I created here. Yeah, so this is my account. So I'm going to import here manually. So import my account. You can be able to see here now auto completion is working. So I import it like that. So I have specified now the pages that I'm going to have here in create browser router, and these are object. So now after you have done that, you need to come here. You are not going to return now the page, because now we have different pages, and what we are going to have now is router. We are going to return router provider, like that, and we need to specify also the router as a prop. So these are prop here, and we are going to accept router here that we have created up here. So I'm going to save that. I'm going to format my code, and I'm formatting using a plugin that is called Prettier. So you can go up here to my extension or to your VS extension and look for an extension that is called Prettier. So just Prettier, and you'll be able to see this one here. Just install it, and you'll be able to just right click and be able to format your code. So let me go back and show you now our application here. So you can see by default here, because our default page here, this slash here is home. So you can see we are displaying home. And if I go now to press like cut, now we are going to display another page here. So, and also if I go back and if I go to my account, let me see what I added here, my account. So if I go to my account, let me just add here my account. Yeah, you can see now we have my account right here. So another thing that I wanted is I wanted us to have let me just go back here. I wanted us to I'm going to show you something, because I forgot to show you something, and why we are created that multi-page using this library. So I'm going to remove just cut off that I'm going to cut off like that part, and just go back, show you something. So I'm going to just come back here, and if I do this, for example, you can see now we have just only created router, but we have not returned React provider, or we are not using any that library to manage our router here. So if I come back here, you'll be able to see that my application is running, and my application is running fine. But let's try and go to cart page. So if I try to go to the cart page here, you'll be able to see that it is still in the home page, in a home here. So if I try to go to another, for example, my account page, like that, you'll be able to see that is just displaying home, because this is a single page application. So let me just now return the React provider. So this is a React provider. Let me add it here now. So router provider. Oh, it's just router provider, not React, sorry. So let me add router now. And here now we have already created now our application. So it has different pages. We have added pages like home, cart, and my account. So you can continue and add many other pages right down here. So now before that, I want us to just see something here. So if you just come here, you'll be able to see that our navbar and footer are in every page. So that means if you want to go, for example, to a page like my account here, you need to have the navbar up here and the footer. So I'm going to show you how to create that, so that navbar and footer will be displayed in every page. So to do that, you need to create something called layout. So let's create layout for our application. So up here, I'm going to create a layout function. So layout, and it's not a must you call it layout, but because it's layout, you need to at least be you can be able to call it layout. So in layout here, you need to return. So return layout, we are going to return how we want our layout to look like. So mine here, I'm going to use fragment, like that. And inside here is where we are going to define our layout. So first thing, let me have here, let me just have it as a div, actually, rather than fragment. So I think this actually we can, let me just format. Yeah, so inside here I can just have for example, and what we are going to display. So I'm going to display navbar first of all. So I need to have navbar. I cannot be able to see navbar here, so I'm going to just import it manually. So import navbar, and navbar from, now this one is from components. So from components and then navbar, like that. So let me see if I have actually created here. Yeah, I've created it. So also I need to check if footer, actually here I misspelled, this should be footer, not footer. So let me remove 10 here, and you can save this. This one also should be just footer. Here is has a just 10. So let me remove this extra 0 here. So footer like that, and I need to just have a footer down here, so like that, and I want to import it. So let me import footer, footer from the component. So from my components, so it's component and footer, like that. Okay, now I'm going to format also my code because I'm leaving a lot of spaces. And now, because I want now the other pages to be inside here, so to show navbar at the top, footer at the bottom, and other pages right here, we are going to use something that is called outlet. So for outlet, let us call this outlet here, and we can add now this outlet here, outlet, like that. And if I save this and format it, you'll be able to see that nothing is changing. So if I go back to my home page here, you'll be able to see that nothing changes, and we are still on the, we are just have home page here. We don't have navbar at the top and footer at the bottom. So to do that, to be able to display it like that, you need to come up here, and you need to modify the, in this router here. And here I'm going to have like, we are going to display here, rather than now the element here being the page, I'm going to show the layout. So let me have the layout here, and then inside now layout we are going to have children. So our children is also array, and array this array of pages. So here we can specify now if the path here, we can specify the route. So for example, this is the home page here. We need to display it, and we are going to have element. So the element here will be home, like the page that you want to display, that is. So for the other also, for example, for this one here, we are going to have it as for example cat, and we are going to display cat here. So this is cat, and we are going to have also another page here, and this page here we are going to have is my account, and display my account here, my account, like that. So now using this, now we can be able to display navbar and footer in every page that you are going to have. So if I save that, and you can come here, you can be able to see that we have navbar, home and footer. So let's go to another page. So let me just go to the cart here. You can be able to see in the cart you have navbar, cart, and then footer. If I just go to another page, for example my account, you are going to see that we are going to also have navbar now my account page, and then the footer. So you can see what I mean by creating that layout. So now in our application, if I check for this home page here, because we need to start now creating our application. We'll be able to see in our application also we need to have this part that we are calling announcement, or you can call it the way you want to call it. So this part here that has this simple typewriter here.